Okay, so you guys are going to assemble and build a guard for the conveyor at work. We're going to have to make some modifications to it. I'm going to provide the parts for you in a little kit. You're going to put them together and you're basically going to make it look like this. Alright, first of all, we're going to call the ones with the belt adjustment the front of the conveyor. We're going to add some small gears to the drive and to our little gearbox. Now, I'm going to provide you two sets. This one is keyed, and we want to go ahead and put the keyed end on the gearbox. There is also a key inside the gearbox and shaft of the motor. So you'll put the key into the shaft and slide it in and bolt it with 4 quarter 20 bolts. And in fact, everything on here will be assembled with quarter 20 bolts. Before we do that though, we're going to have to relocate one of the foot stands of the conveyor. You'll notice here that it was tacked on and I ground off all 4 corners, then used a cold chisel to pop it off, and then I moved it as far up as I could and I welded it. Now that piece was a little bit long, and so what it did was it was going to interfere with adjustment, so I cut off enough of the foot to make sure the adjustment was clear. So you should be able to see what we've done here. Now, basically what you're going to do is you're going to slide this all the way up. Once you get the gears on, you're going to slide this all the way up, put your chain on. The tension on the chain will be sliding this entire assembly back with Unirail. Notice that I've added one stand here on one side of the foot of the gearbox. Okay, and then once you've assembled that, I need you to build a guard. Now the guard, if I can get my finger in it and touch the chain, the guard is not functional. Okay, I'm not saying you can't have a 1/4 inch gap, but if I can stick my finger in there and touch the chain or any moving part, it's no good. So when we assembled that, some of the alignment, there's not a lot of alignment. You'll notice that this collar here is on the outside, and you'll notice here that the collar is pushed in and reversed. You know, each one of these, they should all be the same. This is what I had to do to get this to line up, so that's what you can do. As far as welding on the conveyor for guard tabs of bolting, as long as you're not interfering with anything else and want to tack on a little tab to bolt the guard on, that's fine. You've got 4 holes here on the gearbox. If you want to make a tab attachment here and screw into here, you can do that as well. But we need this entirely encased. Now everybody's going to have different paint and all that, so you don't have to paint these guards. I'm not grading on how pretty they are. I know that we didn't train you guys to be master fabricators, but they need to be functional. Here's a picture of the old guard. This will not work anymore. You're going to have to build new ones. So I'm going to provide you with the wire nuts and everything and some wire, and you're going to put a banana jack on the end of the motor leads. You're going to wire this motor for 220. Okay, and if you look on these leads, maybe not on that one, you'll see that it has a little hole in it and a center hole. You'll slide the wire up into here and poke it out here, and then this will thread on and lock the wire in place where it won't pull off. Here's the ones I've done. You'll see the wire just slides through the hole and pokes out, and then when you thread this on, you lock it into place. Now, they're talking about us being able to come back in small groups June 1st. I don't have an answer on that yet. If that's the case, then we will you'll bring your conveyors back from work and we will do the electrical and pneumatic portion there. I'm going to get an answer, so if that doesn't work, I have some trainers that should be ready by the end of next week that consist of a VFD and a small PLC that I will deliver out to you. And we'll make arrangements on that. Most of your companies should already have the software and a computer. If not, we'll have to go get a spare laptop and load the software on it for you. If you have any questions, text me, and stay safe.